welcome to day 28 of May Vlogs. I get more and more questioning every time I say that, don't I? What was I going to say to you? Good morning. Sorry you're at an awkward angle. I have left my tripod upstairs in the office and Tom is on a meeting, so I don't want to disturb him to go and get it. So you're kind of awkwardly propped up on the windowsill, which is why you are looking up at me in a very strange angle. I'm just sorting some yarn out, ready to dye today. Nostalgia Club is all finished, that is all dyed, although I still need to spin the yarn from yesterday and hang it up to dry. I haven't done that yet. But today I'm just going to dye up some scrappy boxes because they are proving really popular. So if I can get them in every update, I will try. They're also really fun to dye. I know I keep saying that, but they really are. It's great to just be able to experiment with no pressure of having to write down the colourway or anything like that. It's been a bit of a weird morning already. I went to post a parcel at the post office, only to remember that our post office is shut on a Wednesday. So that was a bit of a wasted trip. And the poor person in Australia who is still waiting for me to dispatch their yarn is going to have to wait another day. So if you're watching this and it's you, then huge apologies. Your parcel is on its way. It is all packaged up. It is all ready to go. But I'm finding the fact that our post office is only open from 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. a little bit frustrating at the moment. And not on Wednesdays, obviously. But I am going to go tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I will go out and I will post it and it'll be fine. Annoyingly, it won't fit in a post box. Anyway, yeah, plan for the day. I am going to dye up some scrappy boxes. I am going to do a little bit of homeschool with Arthur. He got his new learning grid today, so I'm sure we'll be able to pick a couple of activities off of that. I also need to plan our food shop. Normally I would have gone for a food shop this morning, but why didn't I go for a food shop this morning? Oh, Tom's got a meeting. That's why I didn't go for a food shop this morning. So he is going to go this afternoon. He has volunteered. He said, seeing as it's his fault that I can't go this morning, he will go this afternoon for me instead. So I need to plan out all our meals and get the shopping list all written, which is actually quite a challenge for like a whole week's worth of shopping. I mean, we normally do a weekly shop anyway, but normally, obviously, if I miss things, it's much easier to kind of get out and go and get them and pick them up, whereas we're trying to limit it to the once a week. So we have to try and make sure we get everything. I think it's going to be a big shop this week as well, which is a bit of a pain. Anyway, I'm now rambling about food shopping, which I'm sure you're not interested in at all. So I will see you all a little bit later on. So these are the scrappy boxes for this update. We've got this nice light green speckled one, just sticking them in my spin dryer as I show them to you. We've got this one here. I really like the colour of this base. I've made a note of how I did the base colour in this one. And then another one with the blue and the speckles. And then a couple slightly different. So we've got this kind of variegated burgundy and yellow. I really like how that came out. And finally, this speckled blues and pinks. That one will be pretty knit up. Right, let's get them in. Make sure I've got this in the right place. And on it goes. Right, good afternoon. I've just come upstairs to hang up the yarn, all of the yarn that I dyed today. I haven't hung it up yet, which means I'm actually getting slightly damp sitting here, but oh well. It's been a busy day for some reason. There's nothing drastic, you know, I've obviously not been anywhere, and dyeing the scrappy boxes is never usually too chaotic. It's usually quite relaxing and I enjoy doing them. But yeah, there's been lots of little things. Tom's at Asda at the moment. He's gone to go and do our big weekly shop. But I had to spend most of the day sorting out our meals for the week, as well as sort of sorting out the shopping list. And that always takes a lot longer than I expect it to. It really, really does. But it's done. It's also going to be a massive shop because it's one of those weeks where we've got loads of kind of essentials that need to be topped back up again. But oh well. And then we got a letter. That's the other thing that really ate into my day. We got a letter from the hospital with regards to Arthur. Arthur has various sensory issues that we're still in the process of trying to get proper diagnoses for. It particularly affects his continence. He has a lot of accidents and a lot of issues with his continence, bless him. It's been ongoing since we took him out of nappies at 3, basically. But compared to Jasper, who is 3 and has been toilet trained since he was probably 2.5, and he's completely dry in the day and completely dry at night, and was absolutely a breeze to potty train, no worries at all. Arthur was the complete opposite at 3 and still has issues, and big issues now. But yeah, we've been on the waiting list to see the child development team for 9 months, I think, and we finally got a letter today. They are waiting. They're obviously not seeing children at the moment, so they sent a form because they wanted us to make sure that all the information that they've got is up to date, and kind of so that we could outline the concerns that we have, and all of that kind of thing. They also sent us a form for the school to fill in, with regards to kind of how the concerns affect the school, and the school's kind of report and assessment on Arthur developmentally, which is fine, but of course he's not at school at the moment, so that's a bit tricky. So I need to email the deputy head of the school, who's the person who's been dealing with it all, and see if I can find a way of getting the forms to her so that they can fill them in and send them back to the hospital. I would scan them in, but my computer is refusing to connect to our scanner and it's just being a pain. But oh well, it was just one of those annoying tasks that was just really, really frustrating, and I still haven't finished it. But yeah, other than that, it's been quite a good day. It's a positive step that we're finally hearing from the consultants, to be honest, because it's been such a long time, and I was fully expecting this kind of pandemic situation to mean that we weren't going to be seen for even longer. I was expecting to wait over a year before we really heard anything at all. So to at least we've heard something from them, which is positive. Yeah. But that's it really. It's been a bit of a crazy day, and now I'm just sitting and chatting to you and rambling, and I haven't really got anything to say. I need to go back downstairs and I need to sort the boys out because they're on their own down there. think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. I'm going to try and sit on the sofa. Apologies for the tumble dryer. I am going to try and sit on the sofa, and I am going to try and get a little bit of knitting done before Tom gets home with all the shopping and we have to clean it all and put it away. Look how well our butternut squashes are coming along. We've planted them all back out into separate little pots. But look at that. I'm really chuffed with those. We also have celery. Tom's thinned that out now. And some of the chilies there. It's all doing really well. And then over here we have more chilies. We have the basil that we planted out. That's doing really well. And again, more chilies. Those ones are getting massive. I might need to thin those out and plant those out into something else at some point. It's about, actually I don't know what time it is. It's about 8:20. Jasper is in bed and seems to have settled quite nicely, which is really good. Arthur is still up with Tom at the moment. He's got about 10 minutes and then he's going to go up. But Tom and I have swapped tonight, so I am in charge of the tea. So I've got dinner bubbling away on the hob. I dream of one of those kitchens that's like a big open plan kitchen dining room, but with like a little bit of sitting area. So like a kitchen with a couch. That's what I want. A kitchen with a couch. So that when I'm cooking, I can bring my knitting in and I can just kind of sit on the sofa while I'm waiting for things to bubble and do some knitting. At the moment, our kitchen is not big enough for a chair, but it's fine. Dreams of my ideal house. I'm rambling now and I've forgotten what I was going to say. I don't know what I was going to say. I was kind of just coming on to close out the vlog for today, really. We are having a quiet evening, as always. Not that that's much different to outside of lockdown, to be honest. I don't even know what we're going to do tonight. I just know that I am going to get some knitting done, although I haven't decided what I'm going to knit on yet. I might get my Vertices Unite out and do a little bit on that. It depends whether we're watching something or whether Tom's going to play computer games. I'm not sure. Anyway, I need to get back to this dinner. I will see you all tomorrow for day something. I've got no idea. Day 29 of May vlogs tomorrow. Getting close to the end of May, and I kind of feel like I've got to that time in the month where I've completely run out of things to show you, and normally this would be the time of the month that we would be kind of going out and exploring, and I'd be able to take you on kind of days out around Scotland and days out around our local area. But obviously at the moment we're still in lockdown up here, so that's not possible. Although tomorrow we find out more about the easing of restrictions, but from what I've read it's not going to be massive. We're still going to have to remain within 5 miles of home, which is actually not very much, apart from kind of the centre of Dundee and the places that I've already taken you. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. I shall just have a little think over the next couple of days of what I'm going to share with you. If you've got any questions, if you've got anything you'd like me to share more of before the end of May vlogs, yeah, drop them down below in the comments. That would be really good. That would give me a little bit of an idea as to what you'd like to see more of. But for now, I will leave you to it, and I will see you all again tomorrow with more of me.